Thank you, Mr. President. In its current form on LB178, I'm going to be a no on this bill, and I can talk about why. Simply, I can put it in one sentence, I'm not going to support increases in fee for servers who make $2.13 an hour. We have not raised the tip minimum wage in Nebraska since 1991 when it was raised by Congress. And so I'm just not going to support anything that puts more costs on servers, in addition to reasons that other folks on the floor have already kind of articulated. Many years ago, a group of about 5 or 6 friends and I were, who were involved in the nightlife scene in Omaha, go to clubs, go to bars, hang out, go to shows. We were tired of what we perceived as an epidemic of harassment and assault in the nightlife scene. And, people getting their butts grabbed, people getting their drinks spiked. We thought it was a big problem because more and more people were coming forward with stories. This was in like 2011, 2010. And so we ended up starting a nonprofit that worked with law enforcement and bar and restaurant owners and club owners to provide training to staff at no cost to the bar. And so what we did was we went to bars and clubs. A lot of them were, well, all of them actually were like super willing partners with us. They totally understood the issue. They had their staff participate in trainings. That was really also kind of a liability thing for those bars and clubs, because if they have a lot of complaints, they can lose their liquor license, they can go out of business. And so they worked with my nonprofit back in the day to provide that free training to their staff and servers so that they know what to do when they serve someone underage. So they know what to do when there's a report of harassment or assault. And they can protect the customers, they can also protect the business. So I say all that to say I am not unsympathetic at all to the problems that can arise in bars and clubs and nightlife places, restaurants, where alcohol is involved. And I also am really sympathetic with servers who are trying to do their job, who are doing their best, who are already operating under a really heavy regulatory environment. And we're talking about regulating things that are already illegal as well. If we have a problem with underage people being served, I actually don't think that like another training that comes at a cost to businesses, that comes at a cost to servers who are already making $2.13 an hour is going to solve that. I've been involved for years in the bar and club scene in Nebraska, helping to provide training against underage service and harassment and assault. And although that's not what this bill specifically talks about, I'm just saying I think that this is going to end up being more bureaucracy, more cost and work for small businesses, more cost to the state through the FTEs that we're going to need to make sure this is carried out. And overall for me, the reason for my opposition is the cost to the servers who are making $2.13 an hour. This is not helping Nebraskans. It's busy work by government. It's politicians trying to think of something to do when really a bill, a new law is not going to be the solution. Thank you, Mr. President.